Bertha Tom, and I'm 62 years old now.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been married for 6 years
Mm-hmm.
with Jerry, and I've been home with my parents since 1999 when I came home.
Mm-hmm.
Took care of my mom and dad, and because they were getting sick and they're an elder too, so I came home and helped them for a bit while they were still here.
Mm-hmm.
Mom and Dad, they brought us up and taught us how to live on the land and
Mm-hmm.
how to do things in the wilderness and to protect ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And Mom and Grandma, they've pretty much taught me everything to be wife and how they were with
Yeah.
their husbands and
Mm-hmm.
how to respect and live properly
Mm-hmm.
and how to teach children to respect the elders, respect each other, and to go on and do their everyday living and just help around and not just let them do what they want.
Yeah.
We were pretty much, our parents were really strict with us.
Mm-hmm.
My mom got sick though. She was in Prince Rupert Millerby Hospital when when I was young, like 8, 9 years old. My mom got sick. She was taken away to
Yeah.
Millerby. She was there over 8 years, I believe, because she had tumor
Mm-hmm.
and she had surgery in her brain. And my dad was supposed to be home looking after us at the time. And I was the oldest in the kids.
Mm-hmm.
But I pretty much was brought up, just they taught me everything, how to take care of myself, my siblings, my younger brother and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And because of my mom being away for so long, she was sick and she had surgery and she had to stay down there.
Mm-hmm.
We were with our dad. But in those days, you know how parents were, a lot of them drank and
Yeah.
stuff and did their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Dad did take care of us when he was home, but when he was out drinking, I would be home with the little ones because I was young too.
Yeah.
And I pretty much grew up just looking after my siblings
Yeah.
and just took care of them.
Mm-hmm.
But something happened along the way with us at our home down here where we lived,
Mm-hmm.
because my dad wasn't home and he was out drinking a lot
Mm-hmm.
at that time.
Yeah.
Our house where we lived down where Opat used to live, is living now,
Yeah.
there was a little cabin there across those people that's living down there.
Yeah.
We had a house down there.
Mm.
One night, I thought the kids were all sleeping and my cousin Mildred, my Auntie Mary's daughter, Veronica, she was staying with us at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And she went to bed with my other little one siblings, and
Yeah.
her and my brother Johnny, late Johnny, they were playing, but I don't know how they got a hold of matches and playing with it.
Yeah.
The house got on fire,
Mm.
and I was there with them, and I was probably around 9 years old at the time.
Yeah.
and the house was burning. And I couldn't get out of the house, so I had to get those kids together and throw them out the bedroom window. We had a small window. I used blankets and threw them out of the window,
Yeah.
all of them.
Mm-hmm.
My brother Johnny, Veronica, Charlie, Jackie, Brenda, all of them.
So how many of you in the siblings all together?
There's me, Charlie, late Brenda, Jackie, and Johnny. My mom and dad lost 2 boys
Mm-hmm.
when they were babies. So
Mm.
it was just us,
Mm-hmm.
just me, Charlie, Brenda, Jackie, Johnny lived with
Mm-hmm.
my dad at that time.
Mm.
And when that house burned right to the ground, they found my dad and brought him back to the house, and he was still kind of out of it, I guess, and he thought we were all perished and burnt in that house.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked where all the kids were. At first he just kept crying and standing there, and he thought we were all burned in there.
Mm-hmm.
But they told him that I got the kids out, and the welfare took us away.
Mm-hmm.
All of us, they took us away from him, put in different homes.
Mm-hmm.
We were all put in different homes at that time
Mm-hmm.
for probably about 4 or 5 years till Mom came home.
Mm-hmm.
But we went through foster homes too, and I was brought up with a lot of teachings from where I was.
Yeah.
I was put with late Robert and not Robert. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I was put with them, and they helped me, and I learned a lot from then on. And when I came home finally to my mom and dad, when Mom finally came home,
Mm-hmm.
she was all better. And Mom and Grandma, they taught me everything,
Mm.
how to do the fish, and Grandma taught us some of the moose hide, how they do it traditionally back in the days. And I did learn a lot from them, and then I got into the potlatch system,
Yeah.
everything from what they go through, and I'm the only one that really believes in the potlatch system now.
Mm-hmm.
And everything that they do and what to do. I learned a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm kind of slowly learning everybody's potlatch name. Every time I go to potlatch, I memorize everybody's potlatch name,
Yeah.
where they're sitting and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to get my siblings into it, because nowadays that's all they go by, because of the
Mm-hmm.
support and the funding
Yeah.
that we have to go through when we have death in the family
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. So I try to tell them that we have to go by the system, because this is where we get all the support from.
Yeah.
And they help a lot
Mm-hmm.
whenever there's a death in the community or in the family.
Yeah.
So I've pretty much known, and I was taught, and just going to potlatch, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody telling me my clan, like Beverly, Marianne, Ronnie, and Bruce, and them.
Yeah.
They're telling me what I have to do and what's being done at potlatch, and I kept going and
Mm-hmm.
picked up pretty much everything that's going through.
Mm-hmm.
And I was I was the only one that was into it more.
Yeah.
So I also did a lot of traditional fishing and how to cut and make the fish,
Yeah.
like smoke them and that.
Yeah.
We were brought to a few elders that taught us as well a couple of years ago. The last one I did was with Marie Patrick, where she taught us a group from John Patrick's training program.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of us that went, and she taught us more about how to cut up and do the fish and
Yeah.
smoke it, and we did that,
Mm-hmm.
and how to can and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
I did a lot of that too, and I learned a lot from all our elders, and we did with them.
Yeah.
And I only didn't do very much of the moose hide, how to prepare and stuff
Yeah.
to hang them, and
Yeah.
I always watch a few elders I see, like Kathy Dominic and Lake Malian.
Yeah.
I used to watch them and see how they would prepare the moose hide and stuff like that. And,
Mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't mind learning
Yeah.
the whole system and how to prepare the hide and from the moose skin and stuff.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing that more.
So you'd like to do lots of traditional stuff. So
Yeah,
maybe you'd like to learn more about making Indian medicine too,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. And then there's the soapberry too.
Mm-hmm.
So some people use Indian medicine or soapberry for diabetes, arthritis,
Yeah.
and good for cancer too. So
Yeah.
wow.
Lake Malian brought me and Jerry up to the bushes when she was alive, and she showed us what to pick from the trees and birch and stuff, and what she was showing us how to go and get the stuff to.
Yeah.
And we went with her a couple of times, and she showed us what to get to start the healing medicine, what she was making.
Yeah.
And that was really interesting, and I did pick up a lot of learning and traditional stuff that way too, and
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind doing it again with some other elders and
Yeah.
just try and see what else they can make to prepare the medicine for our people. Some of them, they do get healed by it, and some take it,
Yeah.
and some believe in it. And I'm taking some too.
Yeah.
I was given a couple of bottles a few years ago, and I still get some now, and I still take some too.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people just probably not used to it, and
Their system. Yeah.
it just depends, I guess, on the person themselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe in all our traditional stuff and our ways and everything.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the coronavirus happening in this world? Do you think the safety measures are in place with like they've always mentioned not to touch your face out
Yeah,
there in
yeah.
public, 6 feet apart, and
Yeah.
when you're out there, you always sanitize, or when you buy stuff at the grocery store, you always bring it back and start wiping it down. That's part of safety measures right there.
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
anything that you'd like to share beyond that too, maybe?
I believe in all that because you have to protect yourself, your family, and our elders. And I notice a lot of people don't go by the rules, and they don't obey what's happening now.
Yeah.
and the second wave's coming around, and I think everybody should start taking this seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do believe in that, and there's too much of people just traveling here and there, everywhere, and they're not really protecting themselves and just knowing everything that you can pick up something somewhere and come home and spread it to their family, their elders.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful.
Yeah.
That's why they say not to travel too much.
Yeah.
But it's best to do and obey all the protocols for the
Yeah.
yeah.
And your husband was Jerry, right?
Yeah.
Jerry. So we couldn't get Jerry here. Could be nice to have him here to ask some questions too. So we thank you for your time, Bertha. She's a Skyze, and she's an elder advisor too. She's got lots of knowledge, and I kind of see out there that you'd like to always to help participate in the elders fundraise too. So thank you, Bertha.
Thank you.
Masai.
Masai.